stand in front of the camera.
Little guy.
Yeah, LeBron, how would you describe the trip and all the political noise that you and your teammates just went through?
I think when we talk about the political side, I think it's a very delicate situation, very sensitive situation. And for me personally, I think if any of you guys know me or always cover me, you guys know when I speak about something, I speak about something I'm very knowledgeable about, something that hits home for me, something I'm very passionate about. And I felt like with this particular situation, it was something not only was I, not informed enough about, I just felt like it was something that not only myself and my teammates or our organization had enough information to even talk about it at that point in time, and we still feel the same way.
How do you think the league handles the situation overall?
I'm not sure. I'm not here to judge how the league handled the situation. I just think that, when you're misinformed or you're not educated about something, and I'm just talking about, the tweet itself, you never know the ramifications that can happen. We all seen what that did. Not only did for our league, but for all of us in America, for people in China as well. And sometimes you have to think through things that you say that may cause harm, not only for yourself, but for the majority of people. And I think that's just a prime example of that. I'll give you a one-on-one exclusive because you're my guy.
LeBron, there was a report that you guys met with Adam while you were in China. Do you feel like he was receptive to what you guys had to say when you guys met?
I think Adam has always been receptive about what the players and the coaches and the owners or whoever kind of have comments about our league. And at that particular time, I thought he was very receptive as well. It's a tough situation for Adam as well, having to put out such a fire that he didn't create, that he didn't start. I believe it was great for him to come, from Tokyo to come to Shanghai, and for him to have a meeting with us and for us to have our opinions and what we felt was best going forward, not only for Adam and the league, but for all of us.
Would you go back? Did you ask the Lakers to go back? Would you want to go back?
I've always, for me personally, like I said, I've always been welcome with open arms. I've been to China probably over 15 to 20 times. And the main reason I've always wanted to go back to China is because of the game of basketball. The game of basketball has brought people together in so many different facets, so many different countries, different people that you would never, ever expect. And that's always been my goal, going over to China, to be able to have the game that we all cover, this beautiful game of basketball that we all love and talk about every single day, to be able to bring people together in such the most positive way. And that's where we're there as well this past trip. Myself and the Lakers along with Brooklyn, we were there to continue to promote the game of basketball, because the game of basketball is all over the world, not only in China, but in India and Africa and America and so on and so on. And that's what I will continue to do, because this sport has done so much for me.
What was the feeling like on Thursday headed over to the arena in Shanghai and maybe not knowing what to expect out of that?
For me and my teammates, we were just hoping that the game will continue to go. So many different events have been canceled throughout our time over there. And all we kept saying is, we flew all these miles to come over to China. We would love to play the game of basketball from the fans. And that was our whole mind, to be able to prepare ourselves mentally. Coach kept harping on, okay, let's prepare ourselves. We had a practice the day before that. Let's prepare ourselves as we were playing. And we were just hoping that the game wouldn't get canceled because we wanted to play.
There was this thought that there was an extra team bonding that happened because of all this distractions. Is that accurate?
I think the great thing about it is that we did get an opportunity to be together a lot more. A lot of individual appearances got canceled, so it kept us even closer. It allowed guys not to be able to go on their own, and obviously a lot of people had some business to take care of while they were over there too, business and basketball. But with the cancellation of so many different events and so many different appearances, that allowed us to be together, all of us, just our whole team. Obviously, we're missing one of our brothers, Boogie Cousins, being here in LA, but he's not allowed to travel just yet. But it allowed all of us to be able to just come together even more on the in the meal room at the hotel, on a couple bus rides that we had to go into practice and to the games, and also on the plane rides from America to Shanghai, Shanghai to Shenzhen, and back to America. So, it was great.
How worried are you about future ramifications with you, the players, the league?
That's not for me to understand or for me to worry about. I think we have a hierarchy. We have the higher who will figure that out. I think, but at the end of the day, only time will tell. None of us know. None of us. We're all in the unknown, and we will see what happens as the days go on.
How do you feel right now in terms of jet lag and fatigue? And
I feel great.
LeBron, part of the reporting today was that players in the meeting with Adam were wondering if Daryl would be reprimanded or punished because if a player had said something to cost the league money, he thought, not you personally maybe, but the players thought that they would be punished. Do you think that Daryl should have been reprimanded for that?
I think that's another situation that should stay behind closed doors. We are to see what happens with any one of our players or with an owner or with a GM at a later date. I think when we all sit back and learn from the situation that happened, understand that what you could tweet or could say, and we all talk about this freedom of speech. Yes, we all do have freedom of speech, but at times there are ramifications for the negative that can happen when you're not thinking about others and you're only thinking about yourself. So I don't believe I don't want to get into a word or sentence feud with Daryl Morey, but I believe he wasn't educated on the situation at hand, and he spoke, and so many people could have been harmed, not only financially but physically, emotionally, spiritually. So just be careful what we tweet and we say and what we do. Even though yes, we do have freedom of speech, but there can be a lot of negative that comes with that too.
Last question, please.
That's just my belief. I don't know. That's my belief. That's all I can say. I believe he was either misinformed or not really educated on the situation. And if he was, then so be it. But I have no idea. But that's just my belief. Because just when you say things or do things, if you're doing it, and you know the people that can be affected by it, and the families and the individuals and everyone that can be affected by it, sometimes things can be changed as well. And also sometimes social media is not always the proper way to go about things as well. But that's just my belief.
Sean, real quick, how's it feel to be back home in front of the home fans? It's been a long time for you personally.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm kind of bummed out I'm not playing tonight, but I plan on playing Wednesday. But I'm excited to get out there. I worked out before the game. I'm excited to get out there Wednesday and in front of our home fans. I've missed them a lot, and hopefully they miss me and miss us.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.